Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. The former governor of Abia State and the current chief whip of the Senate, Orji Kalu, has revealed lessons he learned from the Kuje Correctional Center, Abuja, when he was incarcerated over alleged fraud while serving as governor of Abia State. Don't forget that in December 5, 2019, he was sentenced to 12 years in prison over alleged 7.65 billion naira misappropriation. But on the month of June 2nd, 2020, he was released, but the man still cannot forget in a hurry what his experience was and the things that he learned as he opened up on so many things that happened when he was in Kuje prison, and he had to share that on his verified, which we are going to be looking at in a jiffy. And he tagged it Kuje 2 years after. And I'm going to read all of this for you to get to hear what the man actually learned. He said, "Today is the second anniversary of my incarceration at the Nigerian Correctional Center Medical Security Custodial Center, Kuje, Abuja. I was in prison for an offense I never committed. Despite all the witnesses rescuing themselves, I was pronounced guilty of 39 charges. Out of the 39 concocted charges leveled against me, what magic. In 1998, I used my money to fund the People Democratic Party, PDP, my former party and individual. I bailed several businesses and I left more than $4 billion balance sheet before venturing into politics. Today, those who have done no business or multiply any money parade themselves as holy saints, whereas those who have worked hard and multiply money are expected to be penniless. I am not a saint and should not be judged as one. I didn't start life as a politician. I'm a businessman, a capitalist with human face. When I was governor 14 years ago, I served Abia with my conscience and I left a prosperous and popular state. I provided security, free education, infrastructure, built hospitals, and never owed salaries or pension. I created the enabling environment for business growth, encouraged and supported many businesses, and also grew sports. After I left office as governor in 2007, I stayed out of power for 12 years and only became a senator in 2019. The beauty of constitutional democracy in terms, limit, and at all times, government is a continuum. Today, my performance as governor is also being replicated as a senator. Aside from reconstruction of schools, material empowerment, material outreach, job offers, I have completed more than 31 rural roads in Abia State and looking forward to others to be completed soon. My dear friends and compatriots, I am grateful to God for the 6 months I spent in Kuje. He sanctioned it. God knows I fear no one except him. Those who conspire against me wanted me buried at all costs. But like the biblical Job, there is a sense in which God allowed those temporary and tragic events to happen to Job. My perception of life changed after the 6 months of incarceration. Life is vanity. I did not just learn a lot of lessons, I became a reformed and a better man. I was very impacted by what happened to me. More than ever, I have relearned that kindness and forgiveness are what should rule the world, not wickedness. I have since forgiven all the people that were instrumental to my ordeal. I forgive them because they probably did not know what they were doing. I recall that on the first night I slept in the prison, I was questioning God. On the third day, God told me he allowed me to be in prison for a purpose and for a short time. I vividly recall I was scheduled to be in Wuhan, China on December 9, 2019, but my incarceration halted my journey. For some, my imprisonment may have meant different things to them, but for me, my family, friends, business, and political associates, supporters as well as well-wishers, it was destiny at play. Those who knew me early in life will bear witness that I am a child of grace and destiny. When I was a student union president at the University of Maiduguri, my activism led to my suspension and some of my executives from the school. Even though the school recalled me, I refused to return because my executives were not included. My life has been that of testimony. For all my friends and colleagues sitting in the upper and lower echelons who stood by me and the people of Abia North during the trial period, I remain very grateful. Throughout the 6 months, I ate once a day. I am so much grateful to my lovely wife for her timely delivery of the food. Her love, care, patience, prayer, and endurance kept me strong. I also thank my dear mother for her prayers and motherly concern, which must have caused her so much trauma. God will continue to bless the 2 women in my life. My special thanks and appreciation goes to the President of the Senate, Senator Ahmed Lawan, for his loyalty to friendship. God will bless him and his family. My profound gratitude also goes to Senator Ibikume, most soon Senator Kazim Shetima, and Senator Sani Musa, and a host of others too numerous to mention. My God show you love always. The hatred, jealousy, betrayal, greed, bitterness in this country is enormous and terrible. People will just hate, curse, and envy you because you are successful without considering how much hard work and energy, endurance, and patience you have expended in building business and your life. How I so wish for love and empathy in this country. How I wish I can embrace and love each other. How I wish people could be more loving and considerate towards their neighbors with zero sentiment of tribe and language. How I wish people can have respect for human lives. I hope that with God on our side, our dreams will someday be a reality. Those were the words of the senator, and it has attracted a lot of comments from Nigeria. Someone said, life itself is a practical lesson. Nothing happened in this life without a reason. Your incarceration was made possible by God for you to identify your real friends and enemy around you. I love your statement, a child of grace. That is why you are my respected senator. Another person here said, Your Excellency, Senator Orji Kalu, thank God for the rescue God gave you after 6 months. I don't know you in person, neither am I from your state, but one thing that surprised me all through that time was that I couldn't sleep all day without praying for your release, and finally, God answered after 6 months. Words are not enough to thank God on your release with good health and political dignity restored back to you. Congratulations, sir. And Orji Kalu has even taken out, time to react to some of those guys. He said, this guy who said this stuff, the man said here, he said, thanks, my brother. God bless you. For the man to take out time, which means he's also monitoring the response people are giving. So many people are talking here. This one says, honestly speaking, I was in Abia when he served as a governor. At least I saw some roads he did then. Abia were happy with his performance. He was named OUK Action Governor. He was the only governor who approved 100,000 naira subvention to the Nigerian Red Cross Society, Abia State branch, of which I was state youth coordinator till now. People attack me each time I try to shield him of these corruption charges based on the fact that he has been a billionaire before he became a governor. Abia would have been better if his successor has continued from where he stopped. I love the part he said he wasn't a saint. That part for me is commendable. Nobody in government today would say he hasn't eaten from public fund. What matter most is the project you left behind, which would speak for you after you left office, sir. Now you are back in government. Please do more. And guess shockingly, the man has reacted to it. I mean, he said, thanks, my brother. The man is just following up. However, I like to leave it there. Let's go to our comment section and interact. What's your position? What do you think he had learned or what he had not learned? Let's